Hey everyone, ready to get your finances in tip-top shape for 2025?
Always a good goal, right?
Absolutely. And guess what? There's a whole bunch of awesome new personal finance apps out there.
I bet some people are thinking, oh no, not more apps.
Yeah. But these aren't your run-of-the-mill apps. We're talking about game changers. We found this report on the top 5, and let me tell you, some of the features are seriously mind-blowing.
Ooh, I love a good countdown. Let's hear it.
All right, so the report judges these apps on a few things: how user-friendly they are, what kind of features they offer, how they handle security, and of course, do they actually help you, save and grow your money.
The important stuff makes sense.
So we're going to do a countdown, starting with number 5 and working our way up to the top dog.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Who's coming in at number 5?
Kicking us off at number 5 is a familiar name, Mint.
Ah, Mint. Good old Mint. I feel like everyone's at least heard of Mint.
Right. It's been around forever, and for good reason. It's super easy to use, and you can connect all your accounts, bank accounts, credit cards, loans, investments, you name it.
It's like that one reliable friend who's always there for you.
Exactly. And Mint automatically categorizes your spending so you can see exactly where your money's going.
Yeah, no more guessing where your paycheck disappeared to.
Plus, it has personalized tips, bill reminders. Mint really has your back.
Okay, so Mint is solid, reliable, great for beginners. Who are we moving on to at number 4?
Number 4 takes a completely different approach. It's Y&A, which stands for You Need a Budget.
You need a budget. Straight to the point. I like it.
Their whole thing is giving every dollar a job. It's like Marie Kondoing your money.
So no more impulse buys.
Well, it's more about being intentional with your money. You decide where every dollar goes before you even spend it.
Interesting. So instead of just tracking spending, you're actually planning it out beforehand.
Exactly. Our report highlighted their tracking and coaching tools, and apparently they're super helpful for getting out of debt and building those savings.
That's amazing. Although I have heard it can be a bit tricky to learn.
Yeah, the report did mention a learning curve. It's not as simple as some other apps, but the payoff can be huge.
I guess if you're serious about budgeting, a little extra effort might be worth it. Okay, what about number 3? What's next?
Number 3 is all about preventing you from overspending. It's called Pocket Guard.
Pocket Guard. Okay, that name is pretty catchy.
Right. It uses AI and machine learning to analyze your spending habits and warns you when you're close to overspending.
Wait, hold up. AI for spending, how does that even work?
So it basically learns your patterns, figures out your weaknesses, and nudges you in the right direction.
So it's like having a little financial guardian angel on your shoulder watching every penny.
Kinda, but isn't that a little Big Brother-ish? Having an app that constantly watches your spending.
Maybe for some people. But the report praised Pocket Guard for having a really user-friendly interface. They claim it actually makes managing your money stress-free.
So maybe it's less Big Brother, more like a helpful friend. It really depends on your personality, I guess. Okay, drumroll please, because number 2 is a big one.
Okay, I'm ready. Who is it?
It's Personal Capital. And it's not just about budgeting, it's like a whole financial command center.
Ooh, a command center. That sounds intense.
Right, we're talking investment analysis, retirement planning, and get this, a net worth tracker. You see the big picture of your entire financial health.
Wait, break it down for me. What exactly does net worth mean?
Oh, right. Net worth is basically what you own minus what you owe. It's like a snapshot of your financial standing.
Makes sense. But is this app just for rich people?
Not at all. The basic app is totally free. And here's the cool part. You can also get professional financial advice right through the app.
Whoa, so it's like having a personal financial advisor in your pocket. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I'm officially intrigued. But now the big question, who takes the crown at number 1?
And the winner is Monarch Money.
Monarch Money. Haven't heard of that one. What's so special about it?
Monarch Money is all about customization. It brings together budgeting, goal setting, and financial planning all in one platform. Plus, it's designed for collaboration.
Collaboration, as in managing finances with a partner.
Exactly. It's perfect for couples or families who want to work together on their money goals.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. We've gone from basic budgeting with Mint to full-on financial planning with Monarch Money.
Right. It's incredible how these apps have evolved. They're practically reading our minds.
I know, right? But I think it's time for a quick break. We've thrown a lot of information out there.
Definitely. We'll be back in a bit to break down what all of this means for you and help you figure out which app is your perfect financial match. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So we just threw a ton of info at you about all these amazing personal finance apps.
Yeah, We covered a lot of ground there.
My head's still spinning. AI, net worth trackers, it's a lot to take in.
It is pretty mind-blowing. But don't worry, we're going to break it all down for you.
Right. So what are some key takeaways? What should people really be thinking about after hearing about all these apps?
I think the biggest thing is that there really is an app for everyone.
Like no matter what your financial situation is.
Exactly. Whether you're just starting out with budgeting or you're a total investing pro, there's an app out there that can help you.
Okay, so let's play a little game. We've got Mint, the simple one, perfect for beginners.
Right. Easy to use, been around forever.
Then there's YME, the more hands-on approach for the serious budgeters.
The give every dollar a job, folks.
Exactly. And let's not forget Pocket Guard, the AI-powered spending watchdog,
Always watching.
and Personal Capital, the all-in-one financial command center.
For those who want to level up their finances.
And of course, Monarch Money, the customizable one that's great for families.
So many options.
I know. It's like finding the perfect pair of jeans. You got to try a few on to see what fits best. So let's say I'm totally new to this whole budgeting thing. Which app should I check out first?
If you're just starting out and maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, definitely go with Mint.
Mint. Okay, got it. What about if I'm like super organized and love spreadsheets? I want to track every single penny.
Ah, you sound like a YNABber.
A YNABber.
Yeah. YMI is all about taking control of your money, being super intentional.
Okay, I can see that. But what if I'm the type who can't resist a good sale?
The impulse shopper.
Maybe. Is there an app that can, like, keep me in check?
Pocket Guard is your new best friend then. Remember, it uses AI to analyze your spending. It's basically like having a tiny little voice in your head saying, put down the credit card.
That's awesome. Okay, but what if I'm past the basics and want to get serious about investing?
Personal Capital is perfect for that. It's got everything: budgeting, investment tracking, retirement planning, even a net worth calculator.
Whoa, I'm going to need a bigger phone to fit all that.
Right. And if you need extra help, you can even get professional financial advice right through the app.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. And then there's Monarch Money for families who want to manage their finances together.
Yep, it's super customizable and designed for collaboration, so no more arguing about who spent what.
Harmony through technology. I love it. But hold on. Before we get too excited, there's one important thing we haven't talked about. Security.
Ah, yes, a crucial topic.
We are talking about our money here. How do we know these apps are safe?
All the apps we talked about take security super seriously. They use encryption to protect your data. It's like a secret code that keeps your information safe from hackers.
Okay, phew. Encryption. Anything else?
We also use something called multi-factor authentication. So even if someone steals your password, they can't get into your account without a second code from your phone or email.
Double protection. I like it. But all these security measures, does it even matter if the app doesn't actually work? Like, can they really help people reach their financial goals?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
Honestly, an app is only as good as the person using it.
Meaning it's not a magic bullet.
Nope. It's more like a really powerful tool. It can give you insights, guidance, even automate some things for you, but you still have to put in the work.
So like a fitness tracker, it can track your steps, but it can't force you to go for a run.
Exactly. You still got to lace up your shoes and hit the pavement.
Motivation and discipline. Got it. But having these tools can help, right?
Absolutely. They can help you see where you're at, set goals, track your progress. Plus, seeing your progress, even small wins, can be super motivating.
I'm a big believer in positive reinforcement. Okay, so these apps aren't magic, but they can be super helpful.
They can be a game changer if you use them the right way.
So beyond helping individuals, how are these apps changing the financial landscape?
That's a great question. I think one of the biggest impacts is they're making financial knowledge and tools more accessible to everyone.
Like, it's not just for the wealthy anymore. Exactly. Anyone with a smartphone can now access sophisticated budgeting tools, investment trackers. It's leveling the playing field.
That's awesome. It's like everyone gets a seat at the financial table now.
And another cool thing is that a lot of these apps are incorporating game-like elements to make budgeting more fun.
Gamification. I
Yeah.
love that. It's like turning saving money into a game.
Exactly. And by making finance more fun and engaging, these apps are helping to break down the stigma around money. They're making it cool to be financially savvy.
I love that. So it's not just about managing money. It's about changing our relationship with money.
Exactly. It's about empowering people to feel confident and in control of their finances.
Okay, enough big picture stuff. Let's get practical. Let's say I'm convinced I need a personal finance app in my life. Where do I even start?
First, take a good look at your current financial situation and your goals. What are you struggling with? What do you want to achieve?
So it's like, what problem am I trying to solve?
Exactly. Once you know what you need, you can start exploring different apps and see which ones fit your priorities.
So I should be looking for an app that helps me address my specific financial challenges.
Precisely. And don't be afraid to try out a few different apps before you settle on one.
Test drive those apps.
Yep. Most apps have free trials so you can see what works best for you.
It's like dating for your finances. Okay, I've figured out my needs. I've explored some apps. What's the next step?
The most important step, commit to using the app consistently.
The consistency factor. That's where I always fall short.
I know it's hard, but an app can only be effective if you actually use it. Make it a habit to check in regularly, update your transactions, review your progress.
So make it part of my routine, like brushing my teeth, but for my finances.
Exactly. The more you engage with the app, the more valuable it will be.
Okay, so we've gone from feeling overwhelmed to having a clear plan. I feel ready to conquer my finances.
That's what we like to hear. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the way, but the important thing is to keep learning, keep growing, and never give up on your financial goals.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. We've covered so much.
I know, right? From the nitty-gritty details to the big picture impact of these apps.
So what's the one message you want listeners to take away from all of this?
Remember this. You have the power to shape your financial future. These apps are amazing tools, but you're the one in control. You're the CEO of your own financial life.
Love that. CEO of my own finances. Okay, I'm ready to take charge. And we're back, ready for the grand finale of our personal finance app extravaganza.
You make it sound so dramatic.
Well, it kind of is, right? We've been on this incredible journey exploring all these amazing apps.
It really is a whole new world out there for managing your money.
Okay, so before we wrap things up, I want to ask you, what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing you really want listeners to remember from this whole deep dive?
That's a good question. I think the most important thing to remember is that you are in control of your financial future. These apps are fantastic tools, but ultimately it's up to you to use them wisely.
So it's not just about finding the perfect app, it's about being the perfect user.
Exactly. The app can give you the information, the guidance, but you're the one who has to take action.
Okay, so let's say I'm totally on board, I'm fired up, I've got my app downloaded. What's the first thing I should do?
Well, the first step is to take a good hard look at your spending habits.
Ooh, that sounds scary.
Maybe a little, but it's crucial. You need to understand where your money is going before you can start making changes.
So dig into my transaction history, no matter how painful it might be.
Exactly. Identify those spending triggers, those little leaks that are draining your bank account.
Okay, I've faced my financial demons, I've identified my bad habits. Now what?
Now you set some goals. And I'm not talking about vague wishes. I'm talking about SMART goals.
SMART goals, remind me what that stands for again.
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve.
Like, I want to save $5,000 for a down payment on a car by next December.
Perfect. That's a SMART goal. Having that target in mind will keep you motivated.
Okay, goals are set, but what about those unexpected expenses that always seem to pop up?
That's where the flexibility of these apps comes in. You can adjust your budget as needed, track your progress, and make course corrections along the way.
So it's not about being perfect, it's about being adaptable.
Exactly. Life happens, things change. Your budget should be able to roll with the punches.
Okay, last question.
Mm.
What's the secret sauce? What's the one thing that will make all the difference in my financial journey?
Consistency, my friend. Consistency.
Ugh, I knew you were going to say that. But you're right, it's the hardest part.
I know, but it's so important. Make it a habit to check your app regularly, update your transactions, review your progress.
So make it part of my daily routine, like brushing my teeth, but for my finances.
Exactly. And remember, personal finance is not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process. It's about making small, sustainable changes over time.
This has been such an incredible deep dive. I feel like we've covered everything from the technical details to the philosophical implications of these apps.
It really has been a fascinating exploration.
So as we wrap things up, what's the final message you want to leave our listeners with?
I want them to remember that they have the power to create the financial future they want. It takes effort, it takes commitment, but it's absolutely possible.
I love that message. It's empowering and inspiring. So to all our listeners out there, Go forth and conquer your finances, find the app that speaks to you, set those smart goals, and most importantly, be consistent.
And remember, the best investment you can ever make is in yourself.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the world of personal finance.